current home but just worried you can't find something else? Well, it's time to choose Chip. I'm looking to be your trusted advisor in real estate. I'm Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates.
The Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and online at WGNSradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning, everybody. Johnny B is thrilled to be here. Brian?
Yes?
I shouldn't make such a confession on the radio. That's pretty dumb for a lawyer, but without me significantly exceeding the laws of the land regarding speed limits, I would not have been here on time today.
Well, I happen to be just a tad early today.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
You got here before me.
And to see you coming in on two wheels, tires screaming,
I noticed you ran right in the door and didn't wait on me. You looked kind of nervous looking at me. So.
Well, I was afraid that you were being chased by the police. That's why you were in such a hurry.
You did not want to be near me at that point. Smart man.
John who?
Oh, it's the mistake I made. Of course, the only alarm clock I got is my phone. You may be the same. I don't know. Nowadays, do people even sell alarm clocks anymore when you've got your phone to do it?
So I have... I don't know. Call me weird. I have my smart speaker.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that sets my alarm, and then I have a backup on the phone.
Oh, okay.
5 minutes later.
Okay. Well, my phone, I just use the phone. It's always on my nightstand. I'm available about 24/7. I'm a night owl anyway. I mean, I blow people away that I work with. They'll get an email from me at 3 a.m. or something, It's just crazy. But it's got two options on it. You can hit snooze, and it will go off and then ring again 9 minutes later. I figured that 9 minutes for some reason.
Okay.
Or you can just hit stop. Well, this morning I hit
stop.
I hit snooze.
Oh.
And that was a bad mistake. And then because I didn't set it for early enough. I didn't set it for my normal time anyway. I set it a little later because I was up kind of late. And I can still make it and be no problem.
I'm going to get up and go.
Yeah, but then when I hit snooze, I'd forgotten it was actually 15 minutes later than I usually set it in the first place.
Do you hit stop and then snooze? And then you go back to sleep?
Well, I've done that.
Yeah.
But I tried not to when I've got an appointment. But anyway, I'm thrilled to be here. It's great to see you. And
so let me tell you
the
this.
color of that Rutherford weather shirt. That's my favorite color.
Royal blue?
Royal blue. I love that color.
So my son Dalton has an app on his phone that's his alarm clock that will not go off. You can't turn it off until you perform a task.
Ah.
So
that's what I need.
Have to do some math. For him, it's take a photo of a picture that's hanging in his bathroom.
So he has to get up to go do that.
And it's fun.
That is smart.
His alarm will not go off.
And is that an app?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'll check that out. That's what I need. That's exactly what I need.
So for those who have a hard time getting up to an alarm clock,
there you go.
That forces you to get up and do something, or it will not go off.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I'll have to do that. Anyway, I'm here. Let's send out good thoughts, prayers, and wishes to Avent Lane. He's under the weather today. Mickey is it's summer, so he's on his houseboat, so forget him. Forget you, Mickey.
Oh, he's forgotten you.
He's forgotten me. He doesn't care. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even punch this yet.
Well, maybe Avent needs to get above the weather instead of staying under it all the time.
Excellent suggestion. I never thought of that. Mm-hmm. I think I'll call him afterwards. Avent, it's time for you to get above the weather. Mm-hmm. This under the weather stuff, it's not working.
Yeah.
Well, it's working for him. I think he has an ulterior motive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's just like, I just kind of want to sleep in today, but it sounds much better to say, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm so sick," than I just kind of want to sleep in. Don't you think?
Is that what you were thinking this morning when your alarm clock went off?
Yeah. So, have you ever heard of? We're going to do a couple of artists today that have some significance of this past week in music history. I want to know first if you're familiar with Bob Seger.
Yeah, the rock and roll guy.
Yeah, rock and roll guy. He is retired. It's interesting. Most of the time, you look up these musicians or actors, and they're still living. It'll say the year they started active, 1964 to present. They're just, well, Willie Nelson, for example.
Sure.
Still out there bringing it. But Bob, he retired when, I think maybe 3 years ago or so. He's 78 and retired. And I think it's because of this one album that he could retire. Because what we're going to celebrate, well, with 3 songs that he's famous for. Two he wrote, one he's just the one who had the most recognizable best hit on this first song. But his greatest hits album, which was released in 1994, on May 30th, 2017, it was certified not gold, not platinum, but diamond. Do you know what that requires to be diamond?
I don't.
Over 10 million sales.
Wow.
So I figure he probably,
Yeah, he's all right.
I think he's okay.
He doesn't have to play in
Right.
Branson or
Yeah.
anything.
And I think this was by design. You'll get a kick out of this. I think this was by design. Until 2017, I don't know how you pull this off. I don't know how it's even legal, but the album could not be streamed. So people had to buy an actual copy of it, which increased the sales. And then once it gets to 10 million, magically it can now be streamed. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but that I was just reading a little clip about it, and they said it's interesting that this thing was banned from streaming until 2017, which increased the sales of the album. Ironically, I said, well, I don't know if that. It sounds like a strategy to me rather than just. I can't think of any other reason. I don't know.
Well, the reason is he wanted to get paid.
Yeah,
I would think.
And he probably gets paid more for a actual sale than a stream. I don't know, but I don't know how that works.
Oh, for sure.
So, anyway, good for him. He's a classic guy, and we'll start out with this song I just love because I totally agree with this song. He didn't write it, but he was the one in 1979 who put it on the map. Just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got no soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never get me even on the floor. 10 minutes I'll be heading for the door. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes the soul. Reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Don't wanna hear 'em play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues or funky old soul. There's only one way to get me to go. Start playing old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll, yeah. The kind of music that soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll, yeah. Call me a relic, call me what you will. So I'm old-fashioned and I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got no soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. One more time, still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. I love that old time of rock and roll. Play that old time of rock and roll. Gotta hear now the old time of rock and roll. Yeah, Bob Seger. God bless him. Kudos to you, brother. What a career and what a songwriter. A lot of folks don't know this, but a lot of folks only know this song by, which is an incredible rendition, but I still love Bob Seger's original the best. But most folks know this song, this next song by Kenny Rogers and Sheena Easton's 1983 #1 pop hit. And not only the U.S., several other countries. We've Got Tonight. But Bob Seger wrote this song, released it in 1978. And he had a number 11 pop hit on it. Ain't no slouch. And but I know he was thrilled in 1983 when Kenny Rogers put it to #1 because those royalties were coming on in. You know that. So, but a fantastic song. We've Got Tonight. I know it's late. I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me. Still here we are, longing for shelter, for all that we see. Both of us lonely. Why should we worry? No one will care, girl. Look at the stars, so far away. We got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We got tonight, babe. Why don't you stay? We'll do that first verse again and get it right. How about that? I know it's so late. I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me. Still here we are, both of us lonely, longing for shelter, for all that we see. Why should we worry? No one will care, girl. Look at the stars, so far away. We got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We got tonight, babe. Why don't you stay? Deep in my soul, I've been so lonely. All my hopes fading away. I've longed for love like everyone else does. I know I'll keep searching even after today. So there it is, girl. I've said it all now. Here we are, babe. Why don't you stay? We got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We got tonight, babe. Why don't you stay? I know it's late. I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me. Still here we are, both of us lonely. Both of us lonely. We got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? We got tonight, babe. Why don't you stay? We got tonight. Who needs tomorrow? Let's make it last. Let's find a way. Turn out the lights. Come take my hand now. We got tonight, babe. Why don't you stay? We got tonight, babe. Why don't we stay? Sure wish I'd written that song, folks. Incredible song, incredible talent, Bob Seger. And I kind of call this his signature song, released in 1980, but obviously one of the tracks on his greatest hits album that was certified diamond in 2017 on May 30th. Wow. It hit 10 million sales. Can you imagine? Wow. So let's close out this 3-song tribute. Hey, to Lynn Christian and Janice Burnett, Sue Hunter. I can see a few names from the distance here on we got some folks tuning in, folks, on my Facebook live stream, John Blankenship page, if you ever want to go there. This is also being broadcast over WGNSradio.com, their website, and the WGNS YouTube channel. If you want to have video, if you're a glutton for punishment and want to see my ugly mug, instead of just listen, you can go there or go to my live stream Facebook. And so seems like yesterday, but it was long ago. Janie was lovely, she was the queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low, and the secrets that we shared, the mountains that we moved, caught like a wildfire out of control, till there was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. But I remember what she said to me, how she swore that it would never end. I remember how she held me oh so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong and running against the wind. And the years rode slowly past. I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. Found myself further and further from my home. Guess I lost my way. There were oh so many roads. I was living to run and running to live, never worrying about paying or even how much I owed. Running 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all of the rules that would bend. I began to find, myself just searching for shelter again and again. Play the right chords, Johnny B. Yeah. Against the wind, a little something against the wind. I found myself searching against the wind. Well, those drifters' days are past me now. I got so much more to think about. Deadlines and commitments, what to leave in and what to leave out. Oh yeah, against the wind, I'm still running against the wind. I'm older now, but still running against the wind. I'm older now, but still running against the wind. Against the wind. Against the wind. Still running against the wind. I'm still running against the wind. Against the wind. Still running against the wind. I'm still running against the wind. Oh yeah. Against the wind. Watch them cowboys ride against the wind. Oh, they running against the wind. Keep on running against the wind. 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 Whoa! I told you, folks, the time would be perfect for a brief commercial break. And Brian, you're so predictable. We'll be back, Lord willing.
You don't have hot dogs or apple pie or no Chevrolet to drive, but we have some hickory smoked wings you're just dying to try. You'll try them, you'll like them, you'll give some to a friend. So on a dare, just stop on by and bring in a friend. Slick Pig Barbecue, 1920 East Main.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Well, we knew about Adams Place from the time it was first built.
Margaret Ordubadian.
I remember Dr. Carl Adams and Jenny May, and so we were really familiar with this place. We had one friend who moved in immediately when it was built, and we didn't consider any other place. We just knew this was it.
I'm Terry Deal. Call me about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111. Memorial Boulevard, across from Walmart.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the law offices of John Day and AmeriCare Pest Control.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at both our Murfreesboro and Smyrna locations, family owned and operated since 1989.
Get ready for an incredible opportunity. Friday, June 14th, the city of Murfreesboro is teaming up with the American Job Center to host a career fair like no other. Head to the Murfreesboro Civic Plaza near Vine and South Church Street, where employers will be ready to meet you and discuss exciting job opportunities.
Learn what's happening in our community. Check out the events page on our website. Put this on your calendar. Next week is the International Folk Fest. That's a major event in our community. And this year, dance troupes and bands from Mexico, the United Kingdom, the Czech Republic, and of course our own Cripple Creek Cloggers. The International Folk Fest all next week throughout the community. Go to their website for more information. The International Folk Fest. The library's Technology Engagement Center presents 2 free computer classes every week. One's at 3:30 Monday afternoon, and the other is on Tuesday afternoons at 2:30. Get with the Tech Center over on Minerva Drive for more information. It's a part of our Rutherford County Public Library system. Don't miss Food Truck Friday from 11 until 1 on Fridays on the Murfreesboro Civic Plaza. The Parkinson's Support Group meets on the first and third Friday of each month, 10 o'clock in the morning, at the St. Clair Street Senior Center. And those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
We'll see mostly sunny skies here this afternoon with a high in the mid-80s. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low near 66. Saturday, chance for storms, a high of 81 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS.
Currently, it's 77. WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. United Communications, MTE's internet company, continues to grow. United announced plans in August for an $85 million expansion to another 77,000 MTE members in Murfreesboro. Find out more at mte.com/internet.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and worldwide at WGNSradio.com.
And we're back. Brian Barrett and I have been discussing some music history. I mean, not music history, restaurant history in Murfreesboro. And Slick Pig, one of our great sponsors we just heard about, are getting ready to celebrate their 30th anniversary.
That's right.
Wow, man. Locally owned, small. I tell you, I just admire small businesses and locally owned, mom and pop. I don't mean that insulting. You know what I'm saying. I just love the fact that folks can make a go of something and perpetuate it successfully so long.
Hard work.
I'm telling you, it takes a lot of work. That's a hard business. It is, and I admire the folks that like Slick Pig and their incredible history. And those wings are still pretty mouth-watering to me. They're pretty scrumptious.
That is very true.
Oh, yeah. So, we're going to move up in history to 2021, which was a sad day on May 29th for me personally, because that's the day B.J. Thomas died, and I know you know that name, Brian. I just always admired this guy, his voice. He came to MTSU when I was here in college, and this is what's interesting about it. I don't remember the details, but that was when he was going through a pretty rough spell of drugs and alcohol and everything, and apparently got involved with some co-eds or something here. I can't remember the details, and made a little bit of a scandal, but God rest his soul. He and his wife separated for a while, but then they reunited. She became a Christian by meeting this individual, and then she introduced that individual to him, and he became a Christian a month later. They reconciled. They stayed together the rest of his life, and had a very, very inspiring relationship. She actually wrote one of his #1 country hit songs, his wife, because she was standing in the kitchen one day talking to a friend, and he was telling the story. I was watching some videos this week of him. He did a really cool concert out in Arizona where it was a part him singing and then part being interviewed about all the songs and his whole career. And he tells the story about, when my wife and I, he was very candid about the time they had to separate, and it was all due to him, and they reunited, but they were still, he said, head over heels in love. And I walked in the kitchen one day and I was making eyes at her. I really wanted to grab a hold of her and be husband and wife, if you know what I mean. And she was on the phone at the time, and she has to tell the neighbor or the person she's talking to something along these lines. I can't remember the exact title. She goes, I got to hang up. An old love's making eyes at me. Something like that.
Uh-huh.
And that became the title of the song, and she wrote it herself, and he had a #1 country hit on it. But we'll get to his trifecta song. I call his trifecta hit here momentarily, but this is the first song he ever recorded, and believe it or not, the first single he ever released, ever, was a cover of Hank Williams' classic song, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. And if you haven't heard B.J. Thomas's rendition of that song, you have got to listen to it. Do it on your morning show or something.
Okay.
Because when he sings that song and he takes that thing note-wise up the scale in the stratosphere, especially towards the end, it's incredible. It's just That's what I admired so much about this unique voice he had.
Are you going to the stratosphere?
No.
Okay.
I'm staying right here at the round table. I'm going to be. This is the round table, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the round table. I just heard him say that.
You just discovered that today, too.
It never resonated with me before today that this is the round table.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where's King Arthur, though?
He's in the front office.
Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind a cloud to hide its face and cry. Excuse me, folks. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves began to die? That means he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a fallen star lights up a purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. And folks, I really meant what I told Brian. I will give you the same encouragement. Today, before you forget, go to Google, go to YouTube, put in I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry by B.J. Thomas, and hear his incredible cover rendition of this song. I cannot even describe how incredible it is. It was. What a talent. Oh, what a talent. So let me decapo real quick and play that ancient Chinese song, Tuning. If you'll indulge me, folks, and I apologize, but I tune because I care. And those of you who know me well know I have enough trouble staying in key anyway. So it's very important that at least the guitar be in tune. Yeah, that D's a little flat. A is definitely flat. That was too sharp. Doggone it. Come on, A. A. Excuse me. That was very rude. There we have it. Okay. I know you folks that, at least in my generation, will remember this incredible song. A number 5 Billboard Hot 100 pop hit by B.J. Thomas in 1968. Matter of fact, he had at least two incredible songs in 1968, followed by his signature song, the biggest hit of his entire career in 1969, which some of y'all have already figured out. But let's see if we can get there first with a couple of 1968 tunes. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me, your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. And I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips are sweet as candy, the taste stays on my mind. Girl, you keep me thirsty for another cup of wine. I got it bad for you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I'll just stay addicted and hope I can endure the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl, yeah, you turn me on. And I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl, yeah, you turn me on. And I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Oh, I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. One more time. I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Incredible song. Incredible only because of the way B.J. Thomas brung it. And this is another one. Big hit from '68. I'll be in New York City when the lights shine bright tonight, where my woman waits for me, arms that hold me tenderly, lips as sweet as honeycomb, love that waits for me alone, deep in the eyes of a New York woman. Oh, the eyes of a New York woman are eyes that can hold a man. She swept me right off my feet, made my world seem so complete. I'll never have to look for more. I found what I've been looking for, deep in the eyes of the New York woman. I wasn't ready for the tie that binds, lost my heart to her when her eyes met mine. Now I see things differently, gotta make her mine. I'll be in New York City when the lights shine bright tonight, where my woman waits for me, arms that hold me tenderly, lips as sweet as honeycomb, love that waits for me alone, deep in the eyes of the New York woman, deep in a New York woman. Yeah, that bridge is a little tricky. Oh, but so let's go to 69. And you got to love this and remember it so fondly. I sure do. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Burt Bacharach won the Oscar for Best Original Song for this song. And B.J. Thomas, who sang it for the movie and released it as a single, had a #1 hit on the song, both on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart, the Billboard Hot 100 Pop chart, the Canadian Pop chart, and the Canadian Adult Contemporary, and it was probably #1. I just didn't have a chance to look or think to look. In several other countries, or at least highly charted, because it was an international hit. And I think he could have lived off this one song alone, probably. But let's see if we can. No one can do it like B.J. Thomas. I think I think in the movie, y'all tell me if you remember it this way. I think in the movie that when Paul Newman is riding Catherine Ross on the handlebars of a bicycle is when this song is played in the movie, as they're out there enjoying each other, enjoying the morning, because she was actually, Sundance Kid's girl, the Sundance Kid girl, but she and Paul Newman, Butch Cassidy, had their own kind of special friendship. And great movie, great song, great scene. I love movie scenes. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. And the raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Oh, raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Great song. Again, take a listen to B.J. Thomas's incredible rendition. And we're going to take another little break here. Here comes Brian Barrett, right on time. Thank all you wonderful sponsors, and we'll give them a listen here. Do it, folks.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Paid actor portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Spring has sprung, and that means it's time to start planning for your summer road trips. With Bud's Tire Pros by your side, your vehicle will be ready to see the mountains, the beaches, and everything in between. With Bud's Tire Pros' full line of Michelin tires and products, you'll have the peace of mind to hit the road no matter what you drive. Bud's Tire Pros is only 3.5 miles from the Murfreesboro Square. Call Bud's Tire Pros at 896-TIRE or online, Bud's Tire Pros, TN.com.
Swing in the summer with Friday Night Live in downtown Murfreesboro, June 7th.
Music City Swing will bring the beat with their 20-piece band, playing your big band favorites. This free event is proudly sponsored by Wilson Bacon Trust.
Don't miss out June 7th, Friday night downtown is a chance to live it up.
Friday Night Live, your summer soundtrack.
Brought to you by Main Street Murfreesboro.
Shop small and support your local downtown businesses in 2024.
Learn to make money 5 ways with rental real estate. Double your money with apartments and get your map to financial freedom. And that map starts with a free workshop. Sign up now at lifestylesunlimited.com. Click on the Join Free Workshop tab and attend online or in person. That's lifestylesunlimited.com. Lifestylesunlimited.com. Again, that's lifestylesunlimited.com. Limited seating, unlimited potential.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and worldwide at WGNSradio.com.
And folks, Johnny B back with you, sending out good wishes to my dear friend Abe. Then I was just funning earlier. He called me today, Brian. He actually sounded pretty rough. He's been under the weather all week with some kind of, he know if it's flu or what. Said it wasn't COVID. That's good. So Lord willing, he'll be back with us next week. Mickey Rooney, I don't think so. I think he's lake bound for the summer, except for gigs. Except when he has to come in and do a music gig.
Yeah.
So, but I wish him well too. He's a good guy. Always upbeat, always smiling. So let's go to another huge hit for B.J. Thomas, 1970. This was number 1 on the adult contemporary chart, number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. That is no slouch, folks, if you get a top 10 song with all the pop artists that were out there at the time, and still are, of course. To have a Billboard Hot 100 top 10 is mega. So I just can't help believing. Oh, I just can't help believing when she smiles up soft and gentle, and a trace of misty morning and the promise of tomorrow in her eyes. I can't do it, BJ. Oh, I just can't help believing when she's lying close beside me and her heart beats with the rhythm of her sigh. This time the girl is gonna stay. This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. Oh, I just can't help believing when she slips her hand in my hand, and it feels so small and helpless that my fingers fold around it like a glove. And I just can't help believing when she's whispering her magic and her tears are shining honey sweet with love. This time the girl is gonna stay. This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. No, I just can't help believing when she's whispering her magic and her tears are shining honey sweet with love. This time the girl is gonna stay. This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. For more than just a day. For more than just a day. Incredible song. B.J. Thomas, what a talent. God rest his soul. 78 years old. Died of lung cancer on May 29th, 2021. Leaving behind his wife of almost 50 years and several children, but was a very much avid, faithful Christian, outspoken Christian his last years. And there's some very moving live videos he made in his home, giving his testimony and keeping folks updated about his illness and his optimism, and wife's there with him in many of them, and it was very inspiring. So let's go to his trifecta. This is B.J. Thomas's trifecta. For you folks in Sparta, that means 3, okay? This song was #1 Billboard Hot 100. It was #1 Billboard Adult Contemporary, and it was #1 Billboard Country, all at the same time. So that's the trifecta. And song written by Chris Moman and Larry Butler, but they made the right choice getting B.J. Thomas to record this song because it was a mega hit. And again, #1 on 3 charts at the same time. That is a rarity. It's lonely out tonight, and the feeling just got right for a brand new love song. Somebody done somebody wrong song. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song, and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. So please play for me a sad melody, so sad that it makes everybody cry. A real hurting song about a love that's gone wrong, 'cause I don't wanna cry all alone. So hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song, and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. Oh, hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby, while I miss my sweet, wonderful baby. Kudos to B.J. Thomas, and God rest his soul. And we'll close out, not only right on time, a little over, so I better start. I'm encroaching on Brian Barrett's show. But what happened to old-fashioned love? This was a #1 country hit. Not a pop hit, a #1 country hit in 1983. We live in a modern age where love is fast, like a turning page in a magazine. We've hardly seen the friends we used to know. They disappear, they come and go, like the times we had. Oh, it's kinda sad. So whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would see you through, the kind of love that my mama and daddy knew. Yeah, whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would last through the years, through the trials, through the smiles, through the tears. Today is all we've planned. We say tomorrow we'll understand. It all should end. We'll be alone again. But whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would see you through, the kind of love that my mama and daddy knew. Yeah, whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would last through the years, through the trials, through the smiles, through the tears. For now, the tenderness has been replaced with something else, and it's hard to find what we left behind. So whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would see you through, the kind of love that my mama and daddy knew. Yeah, whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would last through the years, through the trials, through the smiles, through the tears. Brian Barrett's back, politely, discreetly, but definitely telling me to nip it. So
get out of here.
Get out of here. But thanks for having me, Brian. Thanks for letting me encroach on your incredible worldwide sensation hit show, which starts right now. See you folks later. God bless you.